In this video, I'm going to show you how to grow a brand new website from 0 to 10,000 visitors in 30 days. And I'm going to do it using a case study from somebody who has no connections, no budget to spend on marketing, no email list, and a tiny social media following. Julien has no knowledge of growing websites. He hasn't worked for any gigantic tech companies, and he doesn't have any special connections. In fact, he's a dance teacher. His knowledge of business starts and stops with brick and mortar. So when it comes to growing a website, he's truly starting from scratch. Yet, he was able to grow Sleep Sumo from 0 to 10,000 visitors per month in 30 days. I'm going to show you exactly how he did it in 7 simple steps. Step 1. Set up your website to become a traffic-generating machine. I'll just say it. Even if you execute on everything I tell you in this video, it would be a waste of time if you aren't doing something with the traffic. Traffic is pointless if it doesn't convert. Julien didn't want to waste time doing a huge launch, creating content, hiring a web designer, or trying to find the perfect theme. Instead, he put up a simple landing page designed to capture emails. All you need your website to do is to communicate a value proposition and collect emails. By building your email list, you're building a traffic-generating machine. With the click of a couple buttons, you have guaranteed traffic. And not only that, but highly engaged, targeted traffic that are far more likely to like, share, and buy from you. You can set up a landing page like Julien's for free with a sumo.com welcome mat. Once inside sumo.com, create a new welcome mat form, then toggle instant landing page to on in your form's visibility section. Setting up your welcome mat on sumo.com is all you need to do in this step. Now, on to step 2. Step 2. Set a realistic traffic goal. One of the biggest mistakes business owners make with their website is that they try to do too much at once, and therefore achieve nothing. There's a quote in the book Hagakure, the Book of the Samurai, by Tsunotomo Yamamoto, that says, "If you chase 2 rabbits at once, you will lose them both." Business owners have huge lists of priorities that they want to achieve, forgetting what their original goal was. Throughout this entire process, Julien stayed focused on his number 1 goal: 10,000 visitors in 30 days. Absolutely everything Julien was doing was meant to achieve this. If you're embarking on your own traffic challenge, you need to choose a singular focus. Pick one goal that is smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. For Julien, this was getting 10,000 visitors, measuring it with Google Analytics and using quant-based marketing to show exactly how to get there. Inspiring others is what Julien lives for, so going for a crazy goal like this was very relevant for him. And 30 days was the time limit he set for himself. You must have a by-when date, otherwise you will fall prisoner to Parkinson's law, and your work will expand to fill the time available for its completion. You can choose to go with a goal similar to Julien's, or assess your time and energy and go a bit smaller. Just recognize that you can grow quickly even if you're starting from scratch. After you've set a SMART goal, you can move on to step 3. Step 3. Create a bulletproof marketing plan. Once you've set a goal, you're good to go out and try to achieve it, right? Well, not quite. It's not enough to just list out a couple of ways to reach your traffic goal. You have to reverse engineer it. Quant-based marketing is a systematic and scientific approach to online marketing that quantifies your expected results. It's easy to follow, and the execution leaves very little up to the chance or what-ifs. The exact same approach is what Chief Sumo Noah Kajin used to acquire 100,000 users in 6 months for Mint, how Sumo got 50,000 Instagram followers in 90 days, and how Sumo doubled monthly blog traffic from 100,000 to 200,000 visitors in 30 days. Work backwards from your desired result by taking iterative steps to break the goal down into more manageable goals. Then create an action plan to achieve your goal. Julien worked backwards from 10,000 visitors. There are many ways you could grow a website to 10,000 visitors per month, like buying $10,000 worth of paid traffic. But if those visitors aren't the right people, i.e. they're not subscribing or buying from you, you're wasting your money. That's why you need a marketing plan that will reach and engage your target audience. Julien's marketing strategy included 1 giveaway, engaging the target audience on social media and in groups, and creating shareable content. It wasn't always this simple. Julien's initial plan was far more complicated. The total amount of visitors on his initial spreadsheet was 777 visitors per day, or about 23,000 visitors a month. But when he sent a mentor his plan, the mentor refocused Julien on working backwards from the goal. The mentor always told Julien to do more of what was working to become more effective. For example, Julien stopped posting on Instagram because it took a lot of time and he wasn't seeing the return on investment. This gave him more time to focus on other marketing activities. Julien scored his marketing activities based on two simple criteria: ease of implementation and potential impact. Once you've assessed these two elements, your priorities should be clear. After scaling everything Julien could be doing and focusing on the highest impact tasks to maximize the amount of time he had, Julien narrowed down on a handful of effective strategies to reach the total daily traffic target of 567. He used this QUANT-based marketing approach to build his plan and work backwards from his 10,000 visitor goal. After you've done a QUANT-based marketing plan, you can move on to step 4. Step 4. Start generating your first visitors. Before you get to 10,000 visitors, you need to get 100. And the best way to do this initially is to start using the tools you already have available to you. You have a group of highly engaged audience members already. They're waiting to visit, subscribe to, and share your website and content. This is true even if you haven't even launched yet. Even if your email list is empty. So, who are they? Your existing network. This is your most powerful tool for knocking over the initial traffic domino. Most people refuse to engage their existing network. They feel weird about involving their family and friends in their businesses and websites, so they never reach out. But that's backwards, because if anybody wants to support you, it's the people you already know. Julien got his first visitors by sharing Sleep Sumo with family and friends through Facebook groups, Facebook chat, and text messages. He created a spreadsheet with all his family and friends and reached out explaining what he was working on, asking them individually to either subscribe or give him feedback. He reached out individually, rather than in a group message on Facebook or WhatsApp. Think about when was the last time you were added to a group message that didn't annoy you. Here's a pro tip for you. Have a specific call to action for your family and friends. They want to support you, but you shouldn't expect them to figure out what the best way to do so is. To kick off your traffic, your best bet is to ask them to share your website or content with 1 or 2 people they think would be interested. Once you've made your family and friends spreadsheet and reach out to them individually, you can then move on to step 5. Step 5. Generate massive traffic with a viral giveaway. Hands down, the one thing with the biggest impact on Julien's ability to get 10,000 visitors in 30 days was giveaways. With giveaways, Julien grew his email list from 173 to 2,322 in 3 days. This is important because your email list corresponds directly to how much traffic you drive to your website. With just one email, you can send a large portion of your list to your website with a click of a button as you email them about your content. And those people are far more likely to share your content on social media because they're already engaged. Giveaways are great for building your audience because they grow your email list extremely fast, supercharge your traffic if you embed the giveaway on your site, increase your brand's awareness, and grow your social media presence. The more targeted your giveaway is, the higher the quality of your participation will be. So instead of buying an iPad to give away, work with brands to give away something that's aligned with your blog or business. You can do a giveaway with your product or service, buy something outright, or work with a company who has a product that's desirable to your list to give it away for free. Yeah, I know. The last option sounds like the best, right? So how do you get companies to give you stuff for free? You need to connect with the companies, and you need to do so on a customer level, not as a company. Identify a few companies you'd like to work with that offer products or services that are highly desirable to your target audience. Find more than one to leave room for the company not responding or not wanting to work with you. Once you identify the companies, start emailing them. Here's Julien's email template you can swipe. After you send that email, it's also important to follow up. After all, they say the fortune is in the follow-up. Check out the difference between engaging people as a customer rather than a company. As soon as you mention your company, you're not talking to people as if you were a customer anymore. That's when they try to blacklist you and ask you to stop contacting them. However, if you engage with the company as a customer that loves the product, and you should only contact companies with products you truly love, they'll be far happier to work with you for the giveaway. After Julien tested both approaches on the phone, he used email to close the deal. Here's a pro tip for you. If you want to test the spam meter of your emails so you don't get blacklisted or piss people off, send your email to Mail Tester first. You don't want to send out spam or anything that could be considered spam. Now let's talk about how Julien set up his giveaway. One of the most daunting things about running a giveaway is how to set it up and collecting entries. You want to make it as automated as possible so you don't have to babysit your giveaway. The best way to do this is to use a giveaway tool. There's one free giveaway tool and one paid that Julien recommends. The paid tool is Rafflecopter. Instead of going through a process when entering, users can see all entry methods at once, so they can choose which entry option they want. Participants can enter via Facebook or email, and you can choose a winner yourself, or have Rafflecopter choose it for you. They also provide a detailed report in a spreadsheet format of each user and their entry method, making it easy to verify the validity of your entries. The free tool Julien recommends is King Sumo. This is the giveaway tool Julien used. It works great and you can create an amazing looking giveaway in 16 seconds, like the one he set up for his Sleep Sumo giveaway. King Sumo drives traffic back to your site by generating a unique referral URL for every entrant. Participants are encouraged to share their referral URL on Twitter and Facebook to increase their entries. You can set how many entries can be earned by each successful referral, and you can give people the ability to unlock more entries by taking specific actions you want them to take, like visiting a blog post, watching a YouTube video, or commenting on a Facebook ad. When you're setting up your giveaway, plan to make the giveaway last for at least 4 days. 4 days allows you to maximize the event and generate buzz, without dragging it on for too long, such that it loses momentum and the participants forget about it. There's a certain virality that comes with doing giveaways, and you can bake that right in by incentivizing sharing. Choose 1 or 2 social media platforms your audience spends time on and incentivize sharing on those platforms only. Don't make people overwhelmed by giving them 10 places to share on social media, plus entering by giving you their email. Julien identified that his target audience spends a lot of time on Twitter, so he incentivized Twitter sharing. Check out how one participant entered the Sleep Sumo giveaway and shared it with a tweet. The best place to start getting the ball rolling with initial entries is your existing email list. Yes, even if you only have 5 people on it. When you send the email, don't forget to remind them of its end date. Also, send one reminder email when there is 4 hours left. Most people will find out about your giveaway and forget about it if they didn't enter right away, so let people know that your giveaway is ending in 4 hours before it ends. You get most of your rush at the beginning and end of your giveaway, so sending a reminder email 4 hours before the end will ensure maximum entrance, and therefore more emails. After you've got your reminder email scheduled, set up social media reminders. Tweet out reminders that your giveaway is ending every hour for the last 3 hours, and then 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute. If you have Hootsuite, like Julien did, you can automate this. If not, schedule them to go out via Buffer or another social media scheduling tool. When the giveaway ends, you get to choose a winner. Here's a small traffic tip though. Don't just email the winner to let them know they've won. Instead, build some buzz and send participants to your website to find out who won through a post or update. Julien tested numerous subject lines for his email, and the 2 subject line winners were "Congratulations to" and "The winner is." Here's an example of the email that went out to Julien's email list for the winner of the Sleep Sumo giveaway. This drives traffic and makes it far more exciting for the winner. Once you've set up your giveaway and scheduled your email and social media posts, you're ready to move on to Step 6. Step 6. Create a content strategy to minimize effort and maximize impact. Content marketing is important to drive traffic to your website. Content is what helps the search engines pick up your website, educates your customers, and eventually sells your product. So having a content strategy was important in helping Julien create daily content. One portion of Julien's content strategy was to email interview celebrities and people with large networks. Interviewing is great for a few reasons. It provides social proof as you feature influencers on your website. It provides free, engaging content, and the interviews don't take a long time to create. Interviewing influencers about their sleep helped Julien drive traffic, because the interviewees would usually share with their audience. Plus, he'd be able to build a relationship with them. Make a list of influencers in your niche or similar niches that reach your target audience, and reach out to them with an interview request. List a lot of people because not everybody will respond. You can expect a 25% response rate. When Julien started reaching out, he sent interview requests every single day. This increased his likelihood of landing interviews. Here's what he would email the people he wanted to interview. Here's an example of this email that was really effective. Once the person responded to Julien, he'd send them the interview questions. With this template, Julien's been able to interview some awesome entrepreneurs like Hal Elrod, John Lee Dumas, Lewis Howes, Jamie Masters, and Andrew Warner. Because he featured these influencers, they were happy to share the interview content with their audience, like Andrew Warner did with his 40,000 plus followers. This drove even more traffic. For a normal piece of content, it would have been very difficult to get these type of influencers to share it. But when you quote or interview them, of course they want to share it. Here's an email script of how Julien asked them to share it with their audience. Twitter was the best way to promote the interview content and to leverage Julien's guest audience. Content where you bring influencers and other people into the mix, either with a viral expert roundup post, interviews, expert opinions, or even just quotes, has virality built right in. It ensures that those people are far more likely to share your content with their large followings. Once you've created your content strategy, you're ready to move on to step 7. Step 7. Be accountable. You can try every technique and strategy in the world, but if you don't implement, you have nothing. Say it with me, folks. Execution and persistence. Having someone to keep Julien accountable is one of the only reasons he was able to grow Sleep Sumo's traffic in such a short period of time. Daily accountability is challenging and painful. It takes discipline because you have to report every single day on your progress towards your goal. But it's effective because it will let you know if you're on track or if you need to readjust. Because remember, what you focus on grows. You get to 10,000 visitors by paying attention to where your traffic comes from and when. Understanding the basics of analytics is crucial in achieving that. To stay accountable, email someone every night about what you've accomplished and how close you are to your goal. Julien did this for 30 days, and it was incredibly helpful. Here's the type of update he'd normally send, and he made sure to send it every week to stay on track. Result equals got shit done. Even if you're not chasing an aggressive goal like Julien was, finding somebody to stay accountable to in your business will make sure you don't fall behind or rest on your laurels. Find a mentor, coach, or even just somebody who's working towards something similar to hold you accountable to your goal. Send weekly, if not daily, updates on how you're progressing and what you're doing to reach your goal. It's best to do this with somebody who knows marketing enough to give you feedback and point out blind spots you might have. So, did Julien get to 10,000 visitors in 30 days? You might be wondering whether he was able to swing it. Was he able to go from launching a website from scratch with no connections, no money, and no advantages to over 10,000 visitors? The answer is yes. Julien did reach 10,000 visitors in 30 days. Reaching 10,000 visitors was very rewarding. There's a lot he could do with that amount of traffic. For example, he could go to a mattress company and sell ad space on his site. He could work with a sleep company for sponsorship. Or he could create his own product and sell it to his list. In life, you either put limitations on yourself or you allow others to limit you. The only limit is the one you set for yourself. Keep pushing.